Hi, beautiful people. How are ya? I hope you're having a great day. I've got Lucy sleeping down here. Tesla was down here. He's moved into the bedroom now. I think he knows Daddy will be home here shortly. But earlier today, Tesla was hanging out on the back of the chair in the living room, looking out the window. He thinks he's our guard dog. I mentioned in my last video that I was going to the eye doctor, and I did yesterday, a retinal specialist. And my vision has changed quite a bit. I knew it had. But what was surprising to me was that I had two things going on. The first one is I have some hemorrhaging happening in the bottom right portion of this eye. Probably why I'm noticing something a little bit different down there. That's what he said. And it doesn't seem to be something he's real concerned about yet. I go back in 3 months, and if it's still hemorrhaging at that point, then I'll need an eye injection to stop that hemorrhaging. My husband asked, "What's causing that?" And the doctor said, "Well, honestly, age." So just know that it's possible for there to be hemorrhaging going on, and you may not even realize it. So get your eye checks regularly. The second thing was I was diagnosed with the advanced form of dry age-related macular degeneration. It's called geographic atrophy. I don't remember ever hearing that term before. I'll use GA for short. That means that vision loss is imminent. And pretty much, I think in anybody with AMD, maybe vision loss is imminent. I don't know. Maybe not. But in GA, it's going to happen. I mean, I already have vision loss, but I'm talking about my central vision. However, the good news is that there is a new treatment that was FDA approved in August of 2023, just last year. And it can slow down, not stop, but slow down the growth of those dying cells in people with geographic atrophy by about 18 to 35% the first year. So I would do monthly treatments for an entire year. And after that, the results go down significantly, apparently, but I'll just take 1 year at a time and see where we are at that point. So it requires a prescription eye injection. And there was another one that came out prior to this particular one, but after 7 people went blind from that particular eye injection, the earlier one, my doctor doesn't use it. But this new treatment is called Izervay, and I have to decide if this is something I want to get done, shots in my eyes, or not. I mean, I'm looking at potentially having that done anyways in my right eye because of that inflammation and hemorrhaging. We'll see. But I'm going to read the studies. Imagine that. There were 2 clinical studies, so I want to know more, and then I'll decide. My doctor feels confident that this is a good option for me. It's very expensive. So if I do decide to have it done, I'll probably wait until Medicare starts in June. I mean, I'm seeing him in May, and I don't want to have a bunch of different eye injections. So if I have to have the one eye injection, then I'll get that in May, and then potentially a month later start these other injections. Again, it depends on what I read in these studies. I thought that I would do a video on what I'm discovering. And I mean, I did a video on my eye issues 2 years ago, a little less than that, I suppose. And it's been my most watched video. There's thousands of views on it. So I guess there's an interest in this topic. So I figured that after I learn about this information and decide to have this done, then I'll talk more about it. I mean, are you all interested in that kind of video? It was pretty crazy to look at the pictures that they took at the eye doctor's office of the inside of my eyes. And you could very definitely see, I mean, once he pointed it out, I had no idea what that big blob of light colored stuff meant in my eye, but that was the hemorrhaging. And I didn't know what exactly, well, I had an idea, but here's the crazy thing. Years ago, 15 years ago, I first was sent to a specialist, a retina specialist, because my eye doctor back then, who has since retired, sent me to someone. And at that point, my vision wasn't something he was concerned about. Yeah, there was macular degeneration, but a lot of people at the age that I was then, well, about 50, it was rather normal. But obviously, over time, that grew. And it apparently doesn't do that with everyone. And in my case, it did. I want to know how I went from early stage to late stage in just 1 year. So, in those early pictures, I saw the spots of the macular degeneration. It was just little light colored spots on my eye or eyes. It was in both eyes, as it is now. But now, the macular degeneration, what they call lesions, I have a big blob here and a big blob here, which makes sense because I feel like I definitely see, kind of hard to tell on this eye because this eye already has vision loss. But this eye kind of surprised me yesterday to see all this blackness down here that I am apparently compensating for. So he said that is the macular degeneration moving up. It sounds like if I feel like it's safe to have those shots, then that's probably what I'm going to do, just to give myself a little more time before I lose my central vision. So, want to stay positive about all of this. I mean, that's what you do. That's what I've chosen to do with the fibromyalgia and all these symptoms. So I am going to do the very same thing with my vision. My kids are calling me today so that I can tell them and explain to them what I learned. They get upset with me when I don't share this stuff. So I told my daughter to call me and do a three-way call with my boys so that I don't have to repeat myself 3 times. So is it scary? Yeah, it is scary, but it is what it is, and we move on, right? I send you gentle hugs and support. Love you. want to go out? You want to go out? Do you?